Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. I am Miss KADIE, that vegan teacher, and I'm here on social media for one reason only, and that is to remind you not to hurt innocent animals. Pigs right now are being gassed in gas chambers in the same way that the Nazis gassed the Jews. And I don't know about you, but I don't really think that's such a good thing that we should be promoting in society. Anyway, today we're going to be looking at my TikTok channel and different videos that I have duetted of other people. And the reason that I duet other people is because some of them, frankly, are just really great at giving the message, or sometimes they're just young people who are just trying and I want to encourage them to continue. So let's have a look at the different types of videos that I have been duetting for the last couple of weeks over on TikTok. Come on!
Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk, don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher, she will show you how.
The more meat you eat, the more risk you have of heart disease, stroke, obesity, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, and many cancers.
Okay, so you can see I'm just basically sitting there. I'm not saying anything at all. I do have a necklace on that says a message about veganism, and I'm just giving her the floor. She is a very intelligent woman who does a lot of research, and right now she's talking about how meat is not good for us. So that's it. It's so easy. Just turn the button on and just sit there. And just, if you see at the bottom of the screen, actually it says watch Dominion. There's a sticker over on TikTok that you can use, and I just leave that there to remind people at the same time to watch the important documentary. Let's keep watching.
And that's not coming from me. That's coming from the American Heart Association, the Mayo Clinic, the American Institute for Cancer Research, the National Kidney Foundation. And the production of animal products is not even good for our planet. Animal agriculture is the leading cause of climate change, ocean dead zones, fisheries depletion, species extinction, deforestation, and world hunger. So it makes no sense to participate in animal cruelty when it causes so much harm to these animals, to the planet, and even your own health.
So there you go. It's that easy.
Are you vegan yet? What are you waiting for? Are you vegan yet? Open the vegan door.
Now coming up next, I'm duetting a young girl. I don't know how old she is. I saw her and she looked about 11, but she just put up a video, and I just put up the sort of same kind of background as her and the same stickers just to acknowledge her, because she said that she enjoys my work and she became vegan back when I was on TikTok at the beginning of the pandemic. So I'll just show you a little bit of that.
Are you vegan? Yes. Do you hate vegan teacher? No. Do you like vegan food? Yes. Be vegan.
So it's as simple as that to help encourage somebody. You literally just turn your camera on and just put some stickers on there, and the person will get a notification that you duetted their video. The next one here is a woman who is responding to some people who are saying, well, if you like vegetables so much, why do you make your vegetables look like meat? Anyway, so she's responding to that. And what I did there is I also didn't show myself, but I just put all of the different stickers that say animals are friends, not food. So let's have a look at that.
So here's the thing. I still hear this argument of, if you vegans like vegetables so much, why are you trying to make your vegetables taste like meat? How many times have we heard this question? The simple answer is because we want to, but also because it's not animal flesh. Vegans we don't hate the way what we used to eat tastes. We don't hate that. We just don't want to harm animals, okay? And some people want the nostalgia of the foods they grew up on without harming animals. But meat eaters aren't eating animal flesh in its original state either. Like, what part of animal is a hot dog or a nugget? Come on now.
Check the label, check the label, check the label. If it's vegan, it's
that I did, I used a sticker, which is a character from South Park. And the reason I did that is that will sort of grab young people's attention maybe. And I just put that sticker there, and I just filmed a green background beforehand instead of filming myself. And you're gonna see a guy talking about the different foods that he eats on a daily basis as a vegan. And the reason that I like to duet those type of accounts is that, well, sometimes people just put a lot of effort into showing different varieties of foods, and I want to promote that because I don't typically film myself and what I eat. Sometimes I do, but anyway, so let's have a look at this one.
Are you vegan yet? What are you waiting for? Are you vegan yet? Open that vegan door. Pigs are friends, not food, not bacon, sausage, or ham. Eat peanut butter, banana, and dance to this vegan gem. Don't eat chickens, cows, cats, or dogs, or even a single lamb. Happy Vegan Declaration Day!
Now we're going to see a duet that I did of a child who is a ballet dancer. What I did is just showcase a video that he has already put up there, and then on the other side of it, on the left side of the screen, I just put up some vegan stickers and a link to PETAkids.org, which stands for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, which has amazing resources for kids. So it's just a way to showcase his video, but at the same time to also make sure that the idea of veganism is in people's minds.
When I tell people I'm a dancer, I get negative feedback. It's sad. My name is Gabe. I'm 11 years old and I'm a ballet dancer. It's not only a sport, it's an art. It's some way to put your emotions into movement. It takes a lot of brain power and memory to remember all the routines and perfect them. When I walk into class and I see that I'm the only boy there, it doesn't affect me. Of course, I would love for more boys to be encouraged to dance, but most boys just think in one direction. Dancing is for sissies. It's girly, but it takes as much effort to be a football player as it is for a dancer. It probably takes more effort to be a dancer than a football player. I want to say to the boys out there who are too scared to express their passion for dance, it doesn't matter what other people think. It matters what you want, what your inner passion is, and you should reach for that.
No need to ask me why my dog is vegan. Instead, ask yourself why yours is not. No need to ask me why my dog is vegan. Instead, ask yourself why yours is not.
In this next video, you're going to see two people who run a sanctuary for animals, and where they're talking about how they had to agonize because they had to shave their sheep because the wool keeps growing, and they know that this is going to be a traumatic experience, but there's nothing they can do at this point in order to protect the animal. And so they're telling us how it is so important to not buy wool, because in these other industries where sheep are treated as commodities, they just pass them by one after the other. And here they are themselves trying so hard just with one sheep to make sure that the sheep is not stressed out and that there are no nicks, and that even when they got a professional to help them, they were still unable to do it without any harm. So I wanted to showcase that channel because I think that they are doing such good work.
We've got our sheep. They needed to be sheared in like the late spring, and so we weren't sure shearing wise. It can be very painful for them.
So we had a professional come this year. Like, she's done it for decades. Like, we told her, like, we're vegans. We only care about the sheep. Like, we want them to be happy. We want them to be comfortable, and to have this be as painless and stress-free as possible. It was not a good experience. Still got some nicks just because of the way, if there's bumps on their skin and stuff. Even when the only goal is their best interest, it's not perfect. So you imagine a farm where the only goal is profit.
When you're moving through an entire farm like that, the speed that you're doing it, they will get cut open, and actually, if it's a really deep cut, they will sew it up just on site. You know, we've seen videos of them where they essentially cut open a sheep, you know, accidentally, and they take some like thread or something and they just sew them back up and then let them go on their own. And so it's very painful. They can bleed out. They can get, you know, all sorts of infections. You know, sometimes, like I said, the wool on their little behinds can get, you know, kind of dirty. And so you're, you know, passing off diseases, you know, from sheep to sheep as you're going through, and they're just going so fast and typically paid for the number of, you know, shears that they do. And so their goal is to get the wool in, you know, the best fashion that they can, not the comfort of the sheep.
Go vegan. This is an animal who didn't want to die. This is vegan food, you should give it a try. This was someone's baby that should make you cry. This is vegan food, it should make you smile. It's something you should buy.
In this next clip, I am duetting somebody who is responding to a comment, and the comment said that there's no way that vegan athletes are as strong as other athletes. So I decided to film my kitchen table, which many of you know. And looking back, actually, I kind of regret that, because I think that the video itself was already so colorful that I think me putting my kitchen table on the left side of the screen maybe took away from that. I probably should have just filmed something black. Like, you can just, you know, hold your camera in your hand and just film your hand or a flat surface, and then just put maybe one or two very simple stickers there. But anyway, you know, you live and learn, and you guys let me know in the comments what you think, if you think it's okay or not. Anyway, but the main point is that yes, there are amazing vegan athletes in the world, and you should be showcasing them on your channels. Yeah.
Let's go!
Congratulations to vegan powerlifter Nick Squires for taking first place in all the events he competed in this weekend.
If aliens came to Earth and really wanted to eat you, would you say, no problem, and let them take a bite out of your mom and dad too? If you wouldn't want aliens to hurt you, then leave the animals alone. Don't eat them, don't wear them, don't use them, or take over their home. Leave the animals the fuck alone.
And now I duet a video where a young woman is herself doing, what's it called? A stitch. She's doing a stitch of another video where there is this rat on a subway, and the guy's asleep, and the rat just runs up his leg just looking for a treat. And she's basically trying to tell her audience that his reaction was the correct vegan reaction, because he didn't freak out and start trying to kick the rat and completely destroy the rat. He just, you know, kind of shook the rat off and, you know, had a sort of a good reaction. So I thought that her reaction about his reaction was good. So I just decided to duet that. And on the side, I just wrote down on my side, you know, that she's right. So that's it. Let's watch.
That was a vegan reaction. That was a vegan reaction. Moral of the story, you're on the subway, you're taking a nap, a rat crawls on you to see if you have any crumbs. You wake up. You don't have to attempt to snap the animal's neck. You can just calmly stand up and just let the animal just mosey on its way. It's literally that easy. It's that easy.
Regarding the young woman in that video, I should let you know that she doesn't actually like me. I happened to come across one of her lives once, and somebody was asking about that vegan teacher, and she seems to think that I am transphobic or something like that because of a video that I did about Dylan Mulvaney. But the truth is that she really didn't understand the video, because the video was about Dylan Mulvaney using this cow skin purse, but it was from the perspective of the cow. So I was talking about the cow being transitioned into this purse, and for some reason she thought that it was a transphobic video. But anyway, my point in telling you this is that I personally believe that if somebody does good work, whether they like me or not, is irrelevant to whether I'm going to share that work or not. So in this case, I think she did a really good job on this video, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to showcase her good work, whether she likes me or not.
Check the label, check the label, check the label. If it's vegan, it's okay. Check the label, check the label. If it's vegan, the animals will say, hooray!
This next guy is showing some delicious looking jackfruit nuggets, and I just couldn't resist. I had to duet his video because he has such a great attitude, and the music he chose is really cool. I don't think that I'm actually going to be able to monetize this video because I often did use the soundtracks from TikTok, where so on TikTok you can just use anybody's music, but over here on YouTube they will demonetize your videos, or I don't know, there's some sharing involved or something like that. Anyway, I don't care because I just think that these videos are just so cool, so I really wanted to show you guys.
These are the best vegan nuggets you'll ever have. First, take your jackfruit and cut them into pieces like this. Then we season them up and let it marinate for at least 30 minutes. For the dry batter, add in your chickpea flour and season it up and give it a good mix. For the wet batter, add in some ground flaxseed, a little bit of hot sauce, a squeeze of mustard, and some water to finish it off. Coat your jackfruit in each batter twice. Now we fry. Just like this. These look amazing. A little ketchup. It's insane how good these are.
Don't sexually assault me. Don't kidnap my baby. Don't steal milk from my body. Be vegan. Don't kill me. Save me. Now we're going to watch another video by the same person at the beginning. This time she is taking a stitch from a farmer who is trying to tell us how his cows are treated so well and how cow's milk is so good for you. And what she does is she takes some evidence and she basically says, no, what you're doing is not good for the cows, it's not good for the environment, it's not good for anybody.
The great thing about milk from cows like Judy and all of our cows is it's one of the most natural products.
The sad reality of milk is that these dairy cows produce that milk to feed their babies, but they're forcibly impregnated. Upon giving birth, their babies are stolen. All the males are sent to slaughter within months of being born because they're useless to the dairy industry, so that their baby food can be stolen and sold for profit. And when these dairy cows can no longer produce enough milk to be profitable, they are sent to slaughter. These animals can live over 20 years, but they are all slaughtered very, very young. And if the same things being done to these animals to produce animal products were being done to humans, they would in fact be crimes of rape, kidnapping, theft, and murder.
You're opening your heart, you're opening your mind, you're wonderfully on your way. Soon it will be your Happy Vegan Declaration Day. Hooray!
As you can see, there are so many amazing vegan animal rights activists, and you should be subscribing to all of their accounts. Which reminds me though, if you haven't yet subscribed to this account, please go ahead and do so. Press the subscribe button and press the like button if you want to as well. That definitely helps out. And there's a notification bell. If you press that, then you will be advised every time a new video comes up. And especially when there's premieres, you can type stuff in the comment section and you can often find me there. Thank you.
Wash away your old life, be vegan today. Jump into your new life, it's the only way. Wash away your old life, be vegan today. Welcome to heaven on earth. Happy Vegan Declaration Day.
In this next video that I duetted, a woman, a vegan animal rights activist, is showing what happens to the baby cows in the industry. She is showing how the little calves are being placed into these tiny stalls and how they are so cold and how miserable it must be for them. And she's pointing out that if this ever happened to dogs, we would never as a society tolerate it. And yet dogs and baby cows are no different. They're sentient beings who want to be with families. They want to be with the warmth of companionship. And here they are isolated in the winter. It's just unbelievable to me that we can treat animals this way. So I wanted to highlight her account because she is shedding a light on it and reminding us never to drink cow's milk. And you can see on the left side of my screen that once again, I don't show myself, but I just remind people to be vegan and to choose dairy-free milks whenever possible, which is always.
In Wisconsin, the temperatures can get down to below zero. And if we kept our puppy in an igloo outside in our backyard in Wisconsin, our neighbors would say that that was cruel. But yet we're able to keep day-old calves like this, 2 days old, weeks old, like that. These factory farms are horrendous, and most Americans consume the products of these factory farms. And animal rights activists are the only ones who bring the truth out. The government doesn't do it. The corporations don't do it. It's these what people like to say are fringe animal rights activists is the only reason that anybody in the United States and across the world knows what's going on behind closed doors in factory farms. I believe that we'll look back in maybe even within 20 years and be horrified about how we treated animals.
Think beyond meat, buy veggie burgers instead. Think of the animals. Think beyond meat, it's time to be vegan. Get it through your head.
In this next video, you're going to see me duetting somebody whose name is Tabitha Brown. Over on TikTok, she has 5 million followers. And she says that she's vegan, she cooks vegan foods, but she never talks about the animals. She never tries to remind people that that is a reason to be vegan. So I don't know if I can actually call her vegan because she eats vegan foods, but you know, she does promote different vegan products. And so I thought that I would duet her channel to try to bring in some of her audience to let them know that true veganism is about the animals. It's about ending animal exploitation. It's not really about food. So that was my reason for duetting this particular video, where she's talking about just basically trying to encourage people to do the right thing. And I put a little pig there on the side and I just left it very simple.
It's time to get in alignment with the things that you know you are called to do, the dream that you have inside of you. It's time to get in alignment with how to make it happen. But right now, looking at you, I can't tell that's your dream. You cutting up a little bit. That's your business, but you got something else to get to. All right, get to it. Alignment.
Oh my God, why are you still here? Vegans, never give up, never give up, never stop. Every chicken, pig, lamb, and cow, every animal needs us now. That's why we never give up.
Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow.
Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's help her save every chicken, pig, and cow. Let's follow